Yep. Okay. Go!
Will you hand me my screen box?
Now go.
All right, we are on the record in the matter of William Branson and Heather Collins, 2402269. This is a landlord-tenant matter, and Mr. Branson, you filed an action to have Ms. Collins move out. So I had put the two of you into a breakout room for you all to have a discussion. Did a discussion occur, Mr. Branson?
No, ma'am. We've tried even outside the court to have discussions, and yeah, there's.
Okay, so the answer is no.
No.
Ms. Collins, did you attempt to speak to Mr. Branson?
He wouldn't even show his face in the breakout room, Your Honor.
Mr. Branson?
Yes, ma'am.
This court put the two of you into a breakout room so that there could be some discussion. Not for there to be games to be played and not turning on the camera or having a discussion with Ms. Collins.
Oh, my apologies, ma'am. I've never done this. I thought we were just waiting in turn for our turn.
I'm pretty sure I stated I was going to put the two of you into a breakout room so you could have a discussion. Pretty sure that that's what I put at the end of the breakout room information. So is there money owed, Mr. Branson?
Yes, ma'am.
How much is owed?
To date, $4,000.
I'm going to have you both please raise your right hands. Do you all solemnly swear from the testimony you're about to give this matter the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, Ms. Collins?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Branson?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Branson?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so Mr. Branson, you're stating that $4,000 is due and owing?
That's correct, Your Honor.
$4,000 even? Hold on, first I'm going to tell you right now, we're not having anybody interrupting right now. I'm asking Mr. Branson.
I apologize, Your Honor.
That's minus the penalties, Your Honor. That's just the actual rent.
Mr. Branson, I'm asking what is the total amount owed for Ms. Collins?
Just do this one.
Total amount owed, Your Honor, is going to be
$2,500 plus $625 late fees.
so $3,125 is as of it's going to be December, because January is
January is month.
She still hasn't paid January, but as of filing, when I file, I couldn't file for January yet because it hadn't happened.
Okay, what is the total amount of monthly rent?
$1,500.
Okay, and so what month, obviously January has not been paid. What other months has not been paid? December?
December was not paid, and she only paid $1,000 in November. I'm sorry, she only paid $500 in November, so 1,000 is owed.
So 3,000 would have been due and owing, and 2,000 was paid, so $1,000 in arrears. Do you agree with that, Ms. Collins?
No, Your Honor.
No. Okay, did you pay the full month? First of all, do you agree that the rent is $1,500 a month?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you pay the full $1,500 in the month of November?
I'm debating this because of other things that are going on within the.
No, ma'am, please, it's yes or no. Did you pay the full $1,500 rent in November?
No, because of what happened.
Ma'am, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that.
No.
So, did you pay the rent of December?
They told me not to because they contacted a lawyer. So they specifically, which I have recorded, they told me not to pay it.
So the answer is no, you do not pay it. Do you have the money in a separate escrow account?
Yes, I do.
And so how much do you have in that escrow account?
Right now I have, covering what they're accusing me of, I have over close to $4,000 in an escrow account.
Okay. So, Mr. Branson, did you tell Ms. Collins not to pay December rent?
Absolutely not. Absolutely.
She did pay. She provided a check, but we have a stopped payment on it.
Okay, well, that is completely different from what Ms. Collins you testified to. Did
Yeah.
you provide, excuse me, did you provide the Bransons a check?
I went with the day I went to hand it to.
Yeah. The questions I'm asking you are yes or no for an answer. Did you provide the Bransons with a check?
Yes, and they told me not, they were not
It's
going to
yes,
accept
it's
it.
yes or no. Please do not offer any additional at this point.
Yes,
Yes. Was that amount for the full $1,500?
yes,
How did you deliver that check to the Bransons?
but in person.
Okay. Did they accept the check?
Yes.
Did they deposit the check?
At that time, I was unaware because they told me they were not going to
So you
deposit.
don't know. So the answer is I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay. Did you at any point put a stop payment on the check?
Within 5 minutes after they verbally told me they were not going to accept it.
So the answer to my question is
Yes, I stopped payment.
yes. Okay. What date did you stop payment?
The 2nd of December.
What date did you provide the check to them?
The 2nd of December.
Mr. Branson, did you accept the check from Ms. Collins?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you at any point tell Ms. Collins that you were not going to cash the check?
Absolutely not, ma'am.
Did you at any point tell Ms. Collins that you weren't going to accept her rent payment?
No, ma'am.
Did you at any point tell Ms. Collins that you had spoken to an attorney and they said they advised you not to, well, anyway, that you had spoken with an attorney?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, I'm asking Mr. Branson, I'm not asking you right now, please, so do not answer for him. And you advised Ms. Collins that you spoke to an attorney, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And when you advised Ms. Collins that you spoke to an attorney, what is it you told her the attorney told you?
That we should not have communication.
Okay, was it only about having communication?
That's exactly what it was about. I have actual recording of it. I was
Okay,
advised not to talk to you. That's all I said.
all right. And were there some happenings that were going on prior to that the attorney would have advised you not to speak to her?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, Mr. Branson, if you are not going to be communicating with your tenant, how was there supposed to be any notice to you if there are any issues with the property? Or how are you going to notify Ms. Collins if you needed to get into the property to do some repairs? How was that supposed to occur if there was not supposed to be any communication?
Everything was done via text. So we had written copy of everything.
Okay, so there was, Ms. Branson, I've asked you, please let him testify himself.
Right.
In a minute, I'm going to have you removed from the screen and I can ask him only and then I'll ask you. So it's separate and clean testimony. So it was not to have any in-person verbal communication, but have everything documented. Is that what you're stating?
Correct, ma'am.
Do you have any text messages, Mr. Branson, from Ms. Collins regarding the canceled check, the stop check?
No, ma'am. No, I have a video of her saying that she was going to stop the check. And that was on the 2nd during yeah, no, ma'am, I don't.
Okay.
I don't have any,
How long has Ms. Collins been a tenant of yours?
since June 1st.
So apparently there's something going on in November because Ms. Collins made a statement about things going on. Were there some repairs that were needed?
There's been just a multitude.
Yes or no? Were there repairs that were needed?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. Were those repairs done?
That's
Ms. Collins, I
Yes.
don't need your nonverbal communication and gestures, okay?
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Branson, were the repairs completed?
that's the problem, ma'am. I don't know because she's never given me a list of. She claims she has, but I do not have one. I've asked her to resend me this list. She tells me you have it. So,
Okay.
without.
Here's what we're going to do. Because clearly this is not a great case for Zoom. So I'm going to have you all in person next Tuesday, January 21st.
Your Honor, I have
Thank you.
surgery on Monday at U of M on my nose. In October, I was hospitalized for a month and a half.
Okay, well, then I'm going to have you all come in tomorrow.
That is fine.
Then you'll come in tomorrow. In person.
Could I get all my documents prepared by then, though? Will I be able to get everything prepared?
Well, ma'am, if you have everything already with you, you should just be able to bring it with you. I don't know what else.
I was hoping to ask for a hearing so I could ask for an evidentiary and to get discovery and to get witnesses on the stand. Is what I'm hoping to get.
So you want to set this for a trial?
Yes, I do.
Well, there's clearly a triable issue because there's an issue regarding the November rent. What I'm going to do is, okay, we'll set this for a trial. How long do you need for recovery, ma'am?
They told me about 2 to 3 weeks would be the longest. I have an appointment a week and a half after that to go back to U of M.
Okay, we'll set this for February 7th. We'll have an in-person trial.
Thank you.
In the meantime, ma'am, the court's going to order an escrow order here at the court. So the monies that you have deposited in an escrow account, you have to deposit here at the court in the court's escrow account for November, December, January.
Your Honor, also,
Just a moment. What date of the month is the rent due?
the first, but I usually get a few days.
Okay, well, the court's going to then you'll have to still have to deposit February's in there, but for right now, that's not right now. For now, it has to be November, December, and January. All right. Any questions, Mr. Branson?
No, ma'am.
Yes, Ms. Collins?
I will also like a copy of his discovery, and I'd like to also have a witness list because I like to do witnesses, and I like discovery before the hearing.
Ma'am, that's something you have to prepare and submit to the court. The court doesn't do that for anybody.
Right.
So,
I would like to get everything submitted, and I like to submit everything with the court, and I like to prepare everything and get him and I to switch our evidence and be able to accept it between the two.
I'm going to order witness and exhibit list to be exchanged and submitted to the court.
In which day would that be by?
I'm getting to that date, ma'am.
Thank you.
January 31st. Okay, and then any discovery, any documents, all right, and so we have both of your emails, is that correct?
Could I have his, please? Because I never did get his email.
Okay, well, here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to have you both email your email addresses into the court at 27dc@yn.mi.gov.
I'm sorry, what was that again?
27dc@yn.mi.gov. Please email your email addresses in, and then we can send you the order regarding witness exhibit list, and the document exchange. And we're going to set this for an in-person trial on February 7th at 1:30 p.m.
You said February, I'm sorry, again, February, what was that?
February 7th at 1:30 p.m. in person.
7th or 2nd?
7th, 2 weeks.
Ma'am, I have stage 4 cancer, so please bear with me.
I am, ma'am. I was just
Yeah.
enunciating my words better.
Yeah, my hearing and my vision's affected, so thank you.
I was just enunciating my words better because I know I speak very quickly.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You need to email those email addresses in by 11 a.m. today. And ma'am, Ms. Collins, you're here in person, so you can drop it off even. Well, you please email it, and that way we have it electronically.
Yeah.
Okay, any questions, Mr. or Ms. Branson?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Okay, anything else, Ms. Collins?
No, Your Honor, that would be all. And one more, I do have a question.
Okay,
He has been trying to come in on days that I'm not there without my permission.
ma'am, that's something that we're going to address on the date of the trial. I
Okay.
don't know this is why, I don't know what it is, I don't know what your lease states at this point. But if you're, I'm going to state this, if you're claiming that there's repairs, but then he's not being admitted access to the
Oh, no.
property to complete those repairs, and that's problematic.
No,
So-
I allow him, but I told him I want to be there, and he said I'm not allowed to be there. I have
We'll address that on February 7th,
Yes,
okay?
thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, have a good day, off the record.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my God.
You have got to be kidding me. What? What is going on today? This is a joke. This is a joke. Today is a capitalist. It's an interpreter.
I need an interpreter when I cannot express myself sometimes.
Oh my God, sir, put that cigarette out. I don't give a crap that you are outside of this. What is wrong with everybody today? You know what, Miss Reed, we're going to start bringing people in person. We're going to learn how to act in a courtroom.
Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Ma'am? Ma'am? Can you hear it? Okay.
No patience for that. Trust me, at the end of the day, I'm sitting up here, I'm the one that needs a drink.